Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to my first flight in the Tisma. This is an aircraft that I've been having a lot of fun with in mixed battles. It's a beautiful part of my 4.0 or 4.3 or anything else. I want to have a fantastic cannon cast nimble medium fighter heavy fighter question mark. It gets weird with the Soviets, okay? It's just an extremely nimble, very large fighter. It's not all that heavy. It's just chonky, okay? It's just big boned. In any event, it has great potential, as you can see. Not terrible energy production and retention, even in maneuvers. Not horrible at all, and maneuverability is just fantastic. One downside, those very long wings can be an issue when it comes to getting rockets on target. Look how widely spaced they are. Lunacy. I should have carried the bombs, but I did mention, this is my first flyout. I've seen people use the bombs. I wanted to try the rockets, okay? Can a guy try new things? In any event, it was a lot of fun, this first flight, and I thought that I would share it with you all. That was just a beautiful critical hit. And rear gunner Yuri coming in for as much kill as he can, being rather aggressive there. It seems to me, and this is something that dates back to my early days in War Thunder, so I kind of feel like half of my memories are just based on misconceptions I had about the game, as opposed to the maybe 20% of my observations that are wrong about War Thunder now. See that's called spicy footwork right there. Enemy falling out of the sky drops a bomb, which blap takes out my tail control, you cheeky bugger. I shouldn't have flown so close. He was going down already. Anyway, you live, you learn, you hand over the aggression mobile to Yuri the rear gunner and hope for the best. Spitfire flying directly behind me. Lots of avenues of attack that he could have to take me down if he decided to maneuver in a Spitfire. But, you know, I mentioned that I got a lot of things wrong when I was first playing War Thunder, and I don't hold it against anybody when they do something that doesn't make any damn sense in this game. I will do you the service of letting you know. So now we're in survival mode, and this is actually kind of fun, especially early on when you're flying an aircraft. Just seeing if you can limp it back to the base can be a lot of fun, and that's exactly what we do. Now, we're coming in real slow, so I'm not worried that we don't have the gear down. I'm not sure if we didn't have gear control. I think I just wanted to try. Well, that was a bit of a rougher landing than I was hoping for, I'll be honest with you, but we're safe. We are on the runway. Really? That's kind of rare. I gotta say, I haven't been strafed on the runway all that often, and I don't mind that being the case. Now, we're on to a replay sent in by Captain Jack Sparrow in some kind of Focke-Wulf. I'm sorry, I think it's the Dora, the D13, or something like that. It is a beautiful Focke, is it not? I just picked up the premium 5.3 battle rating Focke-Wulf Dora pack for half off not long ago. I've flown my own just a little bit, and I'm not sure if this custom camouflage is Captain Jack's idea or if it's something I picked up off the marketplace. I couldn't quite tell you. Again, my memory gets a little bit fuzzy, and I treat my memory like it's even more unsure than I think it is, because that's doubting my own memories has served me well in the past. and so I love to just confirm things. I haven't looked into this one, is what I'm saying. Turning against an American Focke-Wulf A should be no major issue. I just started to enjoy the American Focke-Wulf Premium. You know I love my premiums. After I made a custom camouflage for it that you've probably seen in some of my kill compilation videos. I think I made a video already talking about my experiences with the plane, and I'm looking forward to getting into flying the German Dora Mora. In any event, this plane is an interesting mix of limitations and fantastic capability. Absolutely top-notch firepower, tightly spaced 20 mils, and I'm not sure, it sounds like this has the chugga-chugga of 13 millimeter machine guns, heavy machine guns in the engine cowling above the engine, and that should be 1, 2 in the wing roots, spaced to fire through the propeller, very close, right in line with your wing, so easy to aim while you're maneuvering, and very close to each other, so you have that death beam. And then I think there's also a 20 mil going directly through the engine, the way you do. And what do we see here but beautiful maneuverings by Captain Jack, poking lots of holes in the enemy and just dancing around through the sky. The Focke-Wulf in general has fantastic roll rate. Not the most competitive elevator, it's a trash elevator when you first start to play the plane, but you warm up to it. You just adjust your maneuvers, and there's this interesting game that you play in your head where you start drawing circles in the sky before you choose where to fly. And I don't know how much sense that makes, but Captain Jack now returning to base. As I zoom in here for a screenshot, we'll just grab that real quick. Why didn't I cut this out of the video? Because I'm a doofus, that's why. But you do get a good look at the custom camo here. I think that is a marketplace skin, and it looks really cool. It looks like something that someone would have on like a really well-made model airplane that they have on their desk or what have you. I had one experience with the model kit back in my day, and you don't want to know. You don't want to know. I glued things. I skipped steps. There were lots of pieces left over. Well, that sort of sounds like how I make videos. In any event, Captain Jack now closing with the enemy. He's already shown us the beauty of the Focke-Wulf. The Dora, interestingly, looks like it has a radial engine with the circular wide nose that this aircraft has, but what you're actually seeing is a cooling system around an inline engine. So rather interesting indeed. And this is an aircraft that performs quite well at high altitude. And what Captain Jack showed us over the course of these last few minutes is an aircraft that performs just fine in an aggressive mid to low altitude roll. You don't have a lot of time. You need to pick your attack, go for your shots, and make hits. But the powerful German 20 mils in this machine, the copious amounts of ammunition, and the good... how do I put this? I guess gun handling would be the term I'd use for ground forces, but it's not really difficult to line up a shot in the Dora, and that's something that has seen some changes, some improvements over the months and years as one iteration of the flight model gives way to another. In any event, this is an aircraft that really, it starts off being not the most incredible aircraft in the game. It has a bold and unique look, and I gotta say, I like the look of the thing. It looks aggressive, and it is. And if you get a feel for the Focke-Wulf 190 in all of its forms, each one of them can be a fantastic fighter. And I really love my American Focke-Wulf in mixed battles. It's very satisfying to open up with those 20 mils on some open top SPAA and watch the fireworks. But the Dora, a very satisfying and capable fighter, it's one of those aircraft in the game that really rewards people that romance the dang thing. And if you spend the time, the payoff is gorgeous. We're looking at 5 kills already, very aggressive takedowns of the enemy. This is not a plane you dogfight people in. Just kill them. Just shoot them and make them die. One pass to P-47, now outnumbered as Captain Jack comes for a vertical attack run. The vertical maneuverability and energy retention of the Dora, beautiful, fantastic, accurate, and deadly. The P-47, something of a brick at low speeds, and definitely not with enough energy to compete with the multitude of enemies facing him. Manages to put out the fire. Now in a downward spiral, the ground is getting very close very quickly. It looks like flaps came out just a bit for Captain Jack to keep him as far from the ground as possible as he goes into another vertical loop against the P-47. There's something about the Focke-Wulf where you start to get into the top of your loop and the thing just completely stops responding. It wants to fly up and stall. It's really, really sluggish at low speed vertical maneuvers, but you know what? It holds that energy well. It does cut beautiful lines through the sky. It's an interesting mix of strengths and weaknesses, and it's well worth looking into. I gotta say, it's an aggressive, beautiful aircraft, and I'm glad to see a chance to feature it on the channel. Thanks to Captain Jack for sending that one in, and you all are invited to send in your own replays. The best place to get those to me is through Discord. I will send you a link to my Discord server in the description below. Anyway, catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.